Hello, my name is Anne and welcome to a Tobyknits Quilty Fun episode 24. If you are new to my channel, then welcome. This is a channel where I talk usually about knitting on Mondays, cross stitch on Wednesdays, and quilting on Fridays. But seeing as today is Canada Day, July 1st. For the whole month of July, I'm not knitting. I will only be coming to you on Wednesdays and Fridays with lots of cross stitch and hopefully lots of quilting fun. So today we're going to talk about quilting, of course, and I have two finished objects to show you and not a lot of progress on anything else. And you'll see why in just a second. First finished object, I finally got all the binding done on this gorgeous thing. So this is a spring mini mystery kit from Tobyknits that I got. And I love Tobyknits quilts because the way they come to you is pre-cut. You don't have to do any cutting and there's no waste, there's no leftover fabric, you don't have to worry about anything. This is what you get. Isn't that nose lovely? Look at that big old nose. So this was what I did for the spring mini mystery, and I actually finished all the binding. I always sew it on the front and then flip it and hand bind it or hand stitch it to the back, which I find very relaxing. I don't know about you guys. And this is what the back looks like. I just used regular cotton from, I think I got it from Walmart. And because nobody sees the back anyway, in most cases. And this was a pattern that I did. It was a stencil that I drew on and then stitched on the machine. So that's what the back looks like, and that's the front. So it came out really well. I did orange, as you can tell, so I love it. It really came out great. And I would highly recommend any of the Tobyknits things. In fact, they're coming out with a new puzzle mystery. If you remember, I did the one for the Olympia puzzle mystery quilt, and every month for 10 months you get a package of pre-cut fabric and instructions on how to put the particular fabric in that particular envelope together. It doesn't necessarily make a block as we quilters would assume it would. It makes a part of a block, just like these did. For example, I think we just got a couple of rows of these one day to make. Another day we got just the bottom part or something. I forget how it worked. These we got and they were upside down when you made them. You didn't know what they were, but we had to flip them around to make the tulip. So it's a lot of fun to do the mystery quilt because literally you have to wait 10 whole months before the last clue is usually the binding or the borders or something, fabrics, and then it shows you how to put it together. And that is so much fun. So I did actually do a video on how I put together my Olympia quilt. So that's on one. I'll see if I can link it. I don't even know how you do those little card things in the corners. I'll try, but I don't know. And I did actually do a complete set of 6 videos of putting together the mini mystery kit. I'm gonna try and do a live, but I don't know if that works, for the new Tobyknits puzzle mystery kit, which is called Piazza. And a couple of weeks ago, I showed you all the colors. I'll link that below, that you can pick from. Probably a lot of them are gone now because they really do sell out quickly. And they really are fun, that's why. But I will be doing a monthly sew along with that. So hopefully if you're going to join me, we can sew it all together. So that is that one all finished. Then the other thing that I have been working on from the book Seasonal Silhouettes by Edyta Sitar of Laundry Basket Quilts, I wanted to do the July one, and I did. And it's all finished in time for Canada Day. And so this is called Raw Edge Applique. So you cut out, and I did a blog post, so check out my blog. I'll leave a link to that too. Check out the blog post, because that shows you how, in picture, how I did it, like how I cut out the shapes, or trace the shapes onto the paper, and then the heat and bond paper, and then how I trimmed that and then put them onto the colored fabric and ironed that on, and then trimmed around it with the scissors, and then you lay the whole thing on your backing fabric with the stencil, the big stencil underneath, and then how you put them all on, iron them, and then you start to sew them. And you can see, if this will, how you sew a quarter of an inch around the edge. And that's called Raw Edge Applique, because this literally is not, like, they'll peel up a bit. Well, of course, now they're not doing it because I want them to. There's one there, maybe that one will. And I think they fray, and I think that's supposed to be part of the beauty. Now, this particular pattern came with an American flag, and some of the ladies on a group I was in suggested to Google to get the Canadian flag. So I did, and I traced it out and stitched it. Now, I don't know if you can tell. At first, I wasn't sure if I wanted to hand stitch. So let me see if I can get as close in as I can, as close in as I can. And you will see that this was machine stitched, and these two parts, oh my gosh, it's really hard to show you that, I hand stitched. And I hand stitched, I think it was this flower, and then realized it was just easier to do it on the machine. So everything else was done on the machine. I then put this small bind border on, and then this one, and I'm going to try and do every one of them going forward with the same border and this same background fabric, but this will change, as will the colors in the thing. And then I put the thing, the silhouette, and then this was just some brown I had, which I thought would go kind of cool. And then the backing, I just used this, because you don't see it, it's on the wall, but this is a grunge that I had left over from Mon Cherie, and there you can see my stitches gone through. Isn't that cute? So that is that, and I am super, super pleased with it, and in time for Canada Day. So that's been hanging on my wall for 2 days. And then the other thing I have been working on this week is number 4 of Duck Duck Goose. Let me take it out of there so it's not shiny. So this is the one I have been working on for Duck Duck Goose for this week, and I managed to get the duck on. So he's not stitched yet, and this applique, you do a blanket stitch all around the edge for this one. I don't think that's called raw edge. I think that's just applique. But it's all stuck on, ready to go. So I just have to, I will stitch first the orange beak and feet, and then I will come back with my white and go around the top here. And I will hand embroider the word duck here like I did last time. So that's done. And I have so much fun doing the tracing and cut. It just reminds me of cutout dolls when I was a kid. It reminds me of scrapbooking when you're putting all the bits together after you've cut them all out. It's a lot of fun. And then this is the flower Again, that's all been cut, and I just have to come in and go around the edges with the applique. And then I started sewing all these. We had to cut 21 of these squares out and then sew them all together. See, now there's the part that used to drive me mad about quilting, is that you're cutting up all this fabulous fabric to just sew it back together. But it's how you do it. It's how you do it and the way you do it. So that's that. So I still have 3, 1, 2. So I did them all in little sets of 3 first, and then they will get sewn together. There must be another one. It's probably on the floor. It's on the floor. And then I have a couple of, these have all been cut out. So this is half square triangles, and these are done very differently to how I normally would do a half square triangle. They're 2 complete squares of fabric. One is the background, and one is the colored. So you sew them together, wrong sides, right sides facing each other. And then after you've sewn all the way around the edge, 1/4 of an inch around the edge of the square, you then cut it into, from corner to corner, and you end up with this. And now we have to sew them all back together. Go figure. But that makes a pinwheel, so that'll be cute. So those are all ready to go. And yeah, so that's where I'm up to. So that's the little bit there. It's actually a very big block when it's finished. It looks tiny here, but it really isn't. It's quite big. So that's what I've been working on this week. The Duck Goose blocks do take quite a long time to do, but of course I was mesmerized by the whole boot thing, so that's how that worked. And Toby's barking. Must have been a squirrel. Now today though, just rather quickly, I'd like to show you, I got the June Sew Sampler box. Oh, they are now on time with all their boxes. It took them, I don't even know how long, 2 years to catch up, but they're caught up. So let me show you what's in this one. This one is called Meant to Be. I love that. And our free gift, as well, not free gift, our special as a member is we get a free project bag with a $40 purchase. I know. It was a squirrel, I know. Well, go and tell Daddy. No, I know. Oh, Toby, I'm busy. You want to say hello? Well, come here then. Come here. Come here. Tell everybody what you saw. What did you see? What did you see? And he's gone to go check it out. Okay, so in our box today we got a lighted seam ripper. Hello, this is amazing. Oh my goodness, lighted seam ripper with a protective cover and batteries included. Oh my goodness, that is super cool. Oh, I'm definitely trying that. I love this. So that's cool. Oh, we got some thread, and oh, it's white, and I'm almost at the end of my RFL white, so this is great timing. Thank you. This is 100% cotton. I never heard of this. Oh, Metler. Yeah, I've heard of them. So that's that. Oh, and then we got this little bag. What's in here, I wonder? I should probably just look at the little thing that comes telling us what it all is, but oh, look! Coasters that look like patterns, quilt blocks. Oh, those are so cute. Built quilt. Oh, I love them. Aren't they cute? And I love the little bag too. That'll be handy to put bobbins and stuff in, you know. I like that idea. So that's cool. And then we got the fabric. Oh my goodness. Flower Pot by Layla Boutique. She's one of my favorite designers of fabric. Oh, does that not put you in the mind of for the fall? I'm loving this. Anyway, I will put a picture of what it actually looks like because I'm not unraveling it. But here is our exclusive, you can't buy this anywhere else, pattern. I love it. I love table runners. I've got two. I've got a Christmas one and I have one that I have on the table now, a spring one. But I don't have a fall one. And I have some background fabric that would go perfectly. And so you can either make table mats or the runner. Now that's going to be hard to choose because I love table mats too. I've got one set of table mats that I've made. They were, I was doing a block of the, wasn't a block of the month, I think it was a block of the week or something with Pat Sloan. And I had got 9 blocks done or something, or 8 blocks, and I didn't like the fabric. I just used scrap from my thing. This is at the beginning when I first started, and I didn't understand fabric that well or colors and stuff. So I wasn't using a line or a fabric line. I was just using what I had. And I didn't like the way they were turning out. So I ended up making them into 4 table mats. And I added strips to the side, and then beautiful, and I made the strips to the side and the binding all the same, and the background all the same. The backing, sorry, all the same, so that it would blend, even though the other colors in the fabric didn't. But they're the only ones I have now, and I love them. I use them all the time. Can't tell you how many times I have to get washed. And then our block of the month, that is the Bliss Quilt Along, is this. So that is the one. I haven't started this yet. This is block 3. I have not started it, but and I don't know if I'm going to make that one. It's always handy to have them though. So that was my Sew Sample box. Oh, I was so excited when that came today. Anyway, and I had a fabulous visit from my friend Diana today. And because actually today is, for me, it's Thursday, June 30th. Tomorrow's Canada Day, really. And yeah, I had a really fabulous visit from her. Oh my gosh, she came about, I don't know, about 10 o'clock in the morning with all our cross-stitch stuff. And I think finally she left about 3-ish. She was supposed to go visit her dad, and she was going to go, and we kept having another cup of tea, and kept having another chat, and we kept on doing more and more stuff, cross-stitch and planning all our Jolly July. And yeah, it was kind of crazy. We definitely put the world to rights. Great visit. Thanks, Diana. Come again. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. I'm sorry. So as I said, today really is Thursday, but tomorrow is Canada Day, which is when you will be seeing this. So to all my Canadian quilting friends, happy Canada Day, and I'll see you Wednesday for some cross stitch, and next Friday for more quilty fun. Bye.